Hey, welcome to Module 3. This is where we get into all the nitty-gritty, all the good stuff, all about your health and wellness, and I'm really excited for this module, so I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy all the information that we have packed into these 3 lessons. Let's get into Lesson 1. We're going to talk about aligning your fitness with your design type, tailoring your workouts to your human design type. So welcome to this lesson. It's all about aligning your fitness and with your human design type. We're going to explore how to tailor them to your personal design, maximizing your potential and overall well-being. Throughout the presentation, we're going to cover best practices, workout structures, and real-life examples for each of the 5 different human design types. So let's get into it. Okay. So first, let me scoot myself out of the way. First, let's talk about best fitness practices for manifestors. For my manifestors, the ideal fitness activities for you are going to be high-intensity, independent workouts such as HIIT, high-intensity interval training, sprinting, or solo sports, things like more along the lines of tennis, that kind of thing. Tips for maintaining motivation: set clear, short-term goals, and focus on activities that allow autonomy and independence. Inside of this aspect of who you are and your type, being able to do this solo is going to be very important for you. Okay. Now my generators. Best fitness practices for you. Ideal fitness activities are going to be sustained, routine-based workouts such as jogging, cycling, or weight training. Anything that is consistent long-term, it's going to build on itself and you're going to continue to develop new skills with it. A new level of endurance, that sort of thing. So tips for avoiding frustration and burnout as a generator: stick to a consistent schedule, incorporate enjoyable activities to maintain enthusiasm. Consistency is a big theme throughout a lot of different areas for generators, so take that into account. Best practices for manifesting generators. Ideal activities are going to be varying your activity. You like to mix things up and keep it fresh. High energy workouts like circuit training, dance, mixed martial arts, opportunities to try out new things but still get your fitness on is going to be ideal for you. Tips for balancing intensity and rest, because that could be something that you have challenging time with. Alternate between high intensity and low intensity days. So listen to your body's signals to avoid overtraining. So some days of the week, maybe you're doing HIIT or martial arts or dance classes, Zumba, whatever it is, and other days we want you to participate in things like yoga, something that's going to be a little bit more restful but still beneficial for the body. Best practices for projectors. Ideal fitness activities are going to be low impact, energy efficient workouts such as yoga, Pilates, or walking. And tips for managing energy and avoiding burnout. Focus on gentle, restorative exercises and ensure adequate rest and recovery periods, making sure that you're giving yourself time to come back after those. It's not to say that yoga and Pilates is easy or by any means. You want to go, put your full effort into those. So you're really getting your sweat on, you're getting a really good stretch, you're feeling the burn, but it's not necessarily like a high intensity blasting music, that kind of workout. You still want to make sure that you're allowing your body to recover from those, because it can still be a lot for your body. Best practices for my reflectors. Ideal activities are going to be flexible, environment-dependent workouts, such as outdoor activities, swimming, group classes, something that's going to get you out and about. Tips for adapting to these different environments: choose activities that align with your current environment and mood, and be open to trying new activities to stay engaged. So if you're really enjoying the outdoors, maybe consider hiking. If you're feeling like you want to be indoors or the mood is a little bit more somber, try a group yoga class, that kind of thing. All right, let's go over example routines for each of the types. We're going to go over like a day or a week in the life of your fitness routine. So first off, we have manifestors. Manifestors have bursts of powerful energy, but may not sustain it for long periods of time. They thrive on spontaneity and freedom, so a flexible workout routine that allows for intensity but variability is ideal. Here's our ideal plan. Frequency, we're working out 3 to 4 times a week. The types of exercises, as we mentioned, high intensity interval training, HIIT workouts, boxing, mixed martial arts, anything that's getting you really moving and excited. So here's a sample week, right? Day 1, we're doing a 20-minute HIIT workout session. For example, sprints, burpees, squats. It's super easy to find HIIT workouts online, so just, hit up Pinterest and type in quick HIIT workouts and you'll come up with tons and tons of ideas. You could do these at home or at the gym. Day 2, we're having a rest or a light yoga or stretching day. Day 3, we're doing boxing or a martial arts class for about 45 minutes, something along those lines. Day 4, we're strength training, and we're focusing on compound movements so that we can get in 30 minutes and we're going to hit every area that we need to hit. Day 5 is a rest again or light activity. Go for a walk, go for a bike ride, move your body, but not anything that's going to overly exert yourself, maybe just to move some of that lactic acid around after our strength training. Day 6, 15-minute HIIT session and 15 minutes of core exercises. So a total of 30 minutes we're getting in. And day 7 is an active rest day. Again, yoga, stretching, mobility work, going for a walk, something along those lines. I used to be a personal trainer, and I can see now that I've incorporated human design into my practice, how I could have so easily customized so many of these things to my clients, and they would have had much more effective plan, but also a much more enjoyable plan. So I'm really excited for you guys to be able to get a handle on some of these and get to try implementing some of this for yourself and see how you feel. Okay, next up is the generators. Generators, again, have consistent, sustainable energy, especially when they're doing something they love. They benefit from regular, moderate to high-intensity workouts that keep their energy flowing. They also need to be using up their energy throughout the day in order to have restful sleep at night. So it's important to have that consistency. Frequency, they're going to be working out 4 to 5 times per week. They're going to be doing things like weightlifting, steady-state cardio, circuit training, biking, running, those sorts of things. Anything that's going to really wear them out, they're going to see improvement over time, and that consistency is going to be key. Here's a week in the life of a generator working out. Day 1, they're doing a full body strength training class. They're going to focus on progressive overload and exercises that are core exercises, such as squats, bench press, rows, shoulder press, like all the old school, really consistent lifting for about an hour. Next day, they're doing a cardio session, steady state cardio, keeping their heart rate in a certain range that's best for them. Maybe they're cycling, maybe they're swimming, somewhere in there for like 30 to 45 minutes. Day 3 is a rest day or an active recovery day. I can personally say, as a generator, having an active recovery day in order to make sure that I'm staying consistent with moving my body is super important for me. So if I just do like a rest day, I have a tendency to fall out of the consistent habit. Whereas if I do an active recovery day where I'm doing something like yoga or light stretching, I can probably stay a lot more consistent with my plan. So I like to do active recovery days. Day 4 is going to be upper body strength training. Again, biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, something along those lines for about 45 minutes. Day 5 is going to be lower body strength training, focusing on glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, another 45 minutes there. Day 6, circuit training or like a boot camp style class for 45 to 60 minutes. Something, where you're going to really get that heart rate up and keep moving. Day 7 is rest or an active recovery day. Again, personally, I lean towards an active recovery day, so maybe it's a walk, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's doing some really solid mobility work, any of those things to keep myself consistent with my activity. All right, manifesting generators. You're going to be kind of a blend of the two, right? We've talked about manifestors and generators. Now we're going to kind of blend the two for manifesting generators. Manifesting generators are similar to generators, but may have more variability in their energy. They enjoy diverse and dynamic workouts and often benefit from combining different styles of exercises. So frequency for them, similar to a generator, 4 to 5 times a week. They're going to do a combination of strength training, HIIT, yoga, dance, you name it. A manifesting generator is up for trying it out. Example routine here for them is going to be day 1, they're doing some HIIT and some strength training for 30 minutes of HIIT and 20 minutes of strength training. Day 2, they're doing a dance class or a Zumba class, something that's getting their body moving. Day 3, yoga or Pilates, they're focusing on flexibility, core strength for say 45 minutes. Day 4, full body circuit training. They're really getting the heart rate up and they're moving, and incorporating weight into that as well. So something like kettlebell swings, push-ups, lunges, planks, they're going hard for 45 minutes straight. Day 5, rest and recovery. Because they do have that generator side, again, I would recommend that it's an active recovery day. Plus, I recommend it just for your muscles overall to really get that lactic acid moving. It's not settling so that you're discouraged and don't want to do something the next day. So light stretching, foam rolling, going for a walk, something along those lines to keep things moving in your body. Day 6 is an outdoor activity to change it up because, again, manifesting generator, you want diversity. So maybe you're hiking, biking, doing a team sport, something in there for an hour, hour and a half. Day 7 is rest or a spontaneous movement based on how you're feeling that day. It could be stretching, it could be a run, it could be dance, it could be doing some lightweight training, all of the things. It will really be mood dependent for you for that day. All right, projectors. Projectors do not have consistent access to energy like manifestors, generators, and manifesting generators. They need to manage their energy carefully, favoring exercises that allow rest and recuperation. So they can get burnt out really quickly, and if you're just trying to do whatever workout your friends are doing because they've said you can see great results, or because, they love this class and the vibe and the energy is so on point and blah, blah, blah. Great, and it might be perfect for them and their type, but it's okay if it's not perfect for you as a projector. You got to protect that energy and make sure that you're doing what feels right here. The frequency for projectors is going to be 3 to 4 times per week. Types of exercises: yoga, Pilates, light strength training, walking, any of those things. They're going to keep the body moving, energy flowing, but in a gentle way. So here's an example routine for you. Day 1, gentle yoga or Tai Chi. Focus on mindful movements and concentrate on your breath work for about a half hour. Day 2 is some light strength training. It's still important for everyone to do some strength training. It's just how we're going to manage our energy around it might be a little bit different with projectors. So light strength training, body weight exercises, or light weights for upper and lower body for 30 minutes. Day 3 is going to be rest or gentle stretching. And in the case of a projector, it would be totally fine to rest entirely, and maybe do some self-care activities in there, such as, taking a bath in Epsom salts to help alleviate any possible soreness, meditating, focusing on just breath work, doing some stretching, that kind of thing. Day 4, Pilates or bar workouts, focus on core and stability for about 45 minutes. 5, we're going to do rest and active recovery. Again, a gentle walk, going for a swim, possibly even some of that Tai Chi or stretching again. Day 6 is yin yoga or restorative yoga, focusing on really deep stretching and relaxation for about a half hour. And then day 7 is rest or light activity, walking or gentle stretching, something in there, go early and enjoy nature, go late, whatever it is. Just something that's like soothing to your nervous system along with being beneficial for your body. All right, last but not least, the reflectors. Reflectors are highly sensitive to their environment and may need a variety of workouts that change regularly to keep them engaged. They benefit from tuning into their body daily to decide what kind of movement feels best. So frequency-wise, they're working out 3 to 4 times per week with a flexible schedule around things. type of working out, they're going to vary it. So yoga, walking, swimming, cycling, light strength training, all of these things are going to work for a reflector. It's really just going to be environmentally dependent. So here's an example for you. But again, all of this is very flexible depending on the environment and what's speaking to a reflector at the time. So day 1, we're doing some gentle yoga or meditation. We're focusing on connecting with their body and being in tune with themselves for about a half hour. Day 2 is light cardio, walking, cycling, swimming, something at a very comfortable pace. The heart rate's increased, but they're still able to have a conversation if they were doing that alongside someone else. 30 minutes of that. Day 3 is rest or reflective movements, so dance, flow yoga, something that gets them moving and expressing but without overexerting, so 20 to 30 minutes of that. Day 4, light strength training, so body weight, light dumbbells, something like that, but focusing on full body movements for 30 minutes. Day 5 is rest and active recovery, so you could go for a light hike, a leisurely bike ride, or swim, something along those lines. It's a great opportunity to connect with family or nature. Day 6, outdoor or nature-based activity, so gentle hike, walking, meditation, any of those sorts of things in there. And day 7 is rest and reflection, so incorporating breath work, meditative practices, journaling, that kind of thing is going to be super important for a reflector because you're a reflection of the environment you're in. So if you're able to create an environment of peace and tranquility, that's what you'll experience for yourself. So let's wrap it up. Homework and action steps. I want you, based on your type, to design a fitness routine for yourself. Be sure to share it on the page so that we can all kind of compare and contrast based on types and see what we're loving. And track your progress with this and see how it feels to create a plan based specifically on your design type. You can use the journal pages that are provided. You can use, an app, whatever feels comfortable for you. But we would love for you to share what's working for you and how aligning your fitness to your type is making an impact.